Hi everybody, happy Thursday. Thursday is like my Friday because I don't have to log in on Fridays and I just have to do school with the kids. So it feels like it's the weekend already for me. Also, I've decided that sweatshirts and joggers are basically the only thing that I'm going to be wearing for the foreseeable future. And if you're wondering how that's going, it's pretty much I'm just on every website looking for all the cozy clothes. Clean. All right, pop this on my group and we will be good. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Florence. Say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know how you're doing. All right, so I just took a shower and I blow dried my hair. I feel like a new person. This is 2020. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I feel like my screen is a little dirty. Hold, please. Hi, Vanessa. How are you guys? How's the weather down there? It's seriously like super cold today. We had a crazy storm blow through here yesterday. It was like beautiful and warm all morning. And then in the afternoon, we literally had a storm roll through over 100 miles an hour. The storm went, I think it was like 106 or something. And we had like 70-mile-per-hour winds. It was crazy. And there's a ton of damage everywhere. Everybody's out of power. Hi, Susan. And so the weather literally went like from 90 to 40, like it saw a state trooper. It's cold. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Aurora. How is everybody? All right, so the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to go in with my primer, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the lip set that I'm going to use. Whenever I go out, I hate to use like a full gorgeous lip because A, nobody sees it. So if I know that I'm just going to, as soon as I'm done with this, put a mask on and leave, I save my lip for later. But obviously I still do a full lip all the time, just not if I'm going to be out running errands. We're fine. Yes, thank you. I hope you're well from the storm. So our house, we were just out of power, but we didn't lose any trees or anything. But I want to say like 200. Look, I have these little flyaways here. So I just put a little primer in them and they go away. We have like 200,000 local residents that are still out of power from yesterday. So I'm actually going to go bring my girlfriend Krista her 4 p.m. Krista coffee because she's got 4 little boys at home and she hasn't had power in over 24 hours and she needs some love. All right, so while we wait for the primer to set, we're just gonna want it to dry down for a second. I wanna talk to you about the Botaniques, the Botaniques Lip Set. So this is a twofer, it comes together. This is the lip scrub, this is the lip salve. This is what I live on. I told you Chase just got his expanders in the other day. Hi, Brittany. And his lips are really dry because he keeps drooling and like doesn't know how to close his mouth. So we've been using this on him and he's addicted because it tastes like cupcakes. So the first thing that you do is just take a little bit of the scrub on your finger and you're just gonna slough off the dead skin. This is why your lipstick doesn't lay really nice and silky. It's also why if you're using a moisturizer or a lip mask, it's not penetrating your skin because it's just penetrating the dead skin on top of your lips. So you're not getting like a good, clean, what have you from it. It's super gentle. Like I said, it's amazing. We're gonna finish our lip today with the lip salve, which is the most hydrating, and honestly, it tastes so good. It's hard not to lick my lips all the time, but it's so good. All right, so everything today, I'm counting this as 1 product, even though it's 2, it comes together. We're only using 10 products today. So if I go over, if I throw anything else in, I will let you know immediately. Hi, Nicole. I'm also thinking of cutting the neck on this to make it a little bit larger because I feel like choked by it. I don't know what my deal is. All right, so we're gonna use a little bit of CC cream today. I have this scrape on my forehead from when I was pulling branches out of the woods to do the front porch with. I decorated the front porch for Halloween for Chase. It's his favorite holiday and I never decorate for it. And he expressed to me that it bothers him that we don't celebrate Halloween the way that he feels that we should. So I figured, why not? You know, the kids only little once and everybody needs some joy in 2020. So we got some things and I pulled a whole bunch of branches out of the woods and covered them in cobwebs and purple, green, and orange lights, and it looks really cool outside. So I just noticed your shirt. I love Michael Kors. He's an alumni from my school, FIT. All right, so this is a Marshall's find, and it's like an oversized fit, but it feels like it's not in proportion. Like I like a larger sweatshirt so that it's nice and cozy, and I kind of want to cut this part out. I've seen other people do it, but obviously I don't want to like ruin the sweatshirt. I did get it on clearance. He must be related to me. Vanessa, I really think that he is, because I mean, all signs point to that. So anyway, he was happy. I got some 12-foot spiders on Amazon. I'm just blending the CC cream in with a damp sponge. So I got some giant spiders, a 6-foot one, a 4-foot one, and a 12-foot one. And they're gonna be in the cobwebs on the front porch. And we got some pumpkins from the local farmer and some corn stalks. And he seems to be satisfied with this for right now. I told him that we can take this as a first step and see what it is. And then next year, you know, we can see what we can find. So I do feel bad though. Like I was thinking, because Christmas is my holiday, like everything in the house is jingle jangled, and it makes me so happy, not only just to see it, but to decorate with it. I will definitely post some photos. I took a couple of them. But how sad it would make me if nobody decorated for Christmas. Like it would totally bum me out. And then I remembered when I was a kid, my parents never decorated the outside of the house for Christmas, and everybody else's house was all like adorned in lights and wreaths. And my parents put candles in the window and like a wreath on the door with a spotlight, but I was like, no. So I asked if I could do stuff around the house. I saved up the money, and then I went and bought white Christmas lights, and I put Christmas lights all over the bushes. And it was like my job from that point on to do the Christmas lights. So this obsession with Christmas started a very long time ago. It's not just a neuroses of my adulthood. But how good is that CC cream? It's so good. It's a tinted moisturizer. So if your skin is feeling kind of dry with the weather change like mine is, you're gonna notice that it just loves the moisture in that. All right, we're gonna go in with a little bit of Setting Pretty translucent setting powder, and I'm gonna set that really quickly. It's gonna make my skin look really glowy and pretty. It's super finely milled, so it's kind of like a blurring powder. It's gonna sit over your pores and just kind of fill everything in, so that you just look kind of airbrushed. It's also got a little bit of you can't really see it that great, but it's also got a little bit of like a glow to it, so it's not gonna make you really matte and powdery. It just melts into your skin. It's probably about twice as finely milled as a foundation powder is. So yes, so that's Mr. Chase. We have our expanders in. He got them in on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Today's Thursday, so we've had them in for 2 whole days now, and we're doing the turns. We have to turn it twice a day on the top and once every 3 days on the bottom. And he's doing well. It's difficult for him to talk, and it's hard for him to eat, but he's doing pretty good with it. He's not complaining. Hi, Cheryl. All right. Before I do anything else, we're gonna go in and fill in brows. I'm just using a brow pencil today in the shade medium. Like I told you, we're just doing 10 products. So I picked the 10 most important, and obviously brow pencil was one of them. So I just draw a line on the bottom. I'm regretting not bringing a drink up here. All right, a line on the bottom inside corner and follow it all the way to the tail. And then we're gonna start a little bit further in on the top and just fill in that arch to the tail fully. So that your brows make a real statement. All right, and then in the front, I just kind of lightly feather it in and use the spoolie to brush it up. And that blends everything together. And it's like such a, I mean, I'm just filling in my brows not changing the shape of them or anything like that, but you can definitely tell that there's a big difference in the proportion once you do that. All right. So this month you can become a preferred customer for free, which is an amazing value. It's going to unlock 20 to 40% off for a full year, free shipping, free gifts, all kinds of goodies, first launch items, all that kind of stuff. And you can also become a consultant for free this month with a qualifying purchase. So if either of those things appeal to you, just shoot me a message and I can tell you all the details. All right, so brow pencil is on. We may even use this as a lip liner later. We'll see how the mood strikes us. All right, I'm gonna go in with contour powder, which is actually just a full coverage foundation powder, and I use the shade Deep to do that. You can obviously pick a lighter shade if this scares you. I'm very fair skinned. I use medium or light depending on the time of year for my CC cream, and I use honey beige or soft beige to do my full coverage foundation, but I do like a little bit more of a saturated contour because you can always blend it out and soften it up. You don't have to put a lot on, but I don't like when it looks muddy. And I find that when I use a product that's really light, I end up applying more and more and more, and then my face doesn't look clean and crisp. So I'm applying it right on my cheekbone and blending it back towards my hairline. And that just kind of lifts that cheekbone area up. And I'm just using an angled brush, like a blush brush. So if you have a blush brush, you can do this. No special equipment required. All right, I'm gonna do my forehead. Blend it right up into your hairline. If you're a super duper bright blonde, you just want to be careful, kind of pull your hair all the way back when you blend it in so that your hair doesn't look like dirty and red. Not that red hair is dirty, but if you're blonde, you don't want it to look red. All right, down the sides of my nose. And I just pinch this rather than going and getting a smaller brush. I just kind of pinch the sides of it. Hashtag lazy girl makeup. And it just sort of tightens your nose up a little bit. Adds a little bit of warmth to your face so that you look nice and healthy. And down the neck. That way you don't have that issue where your face and your neck are two different colors. Hi, Liz. And if you're wearing like strapless or something, you can go like as far down as you need to. Don't let me stop you. Is it worth it? Let me work it. You know what I mean? You do you. All right. I always feel better after bronzer, I have to say. All right, before I put that totally away, I'm gonna go in with my Fair pressed powder. So these are from the same line. This is the Deep, this is the Fair, just to show you all the different colors and varieties we have. I'm gonna take just a big fluffy powder brush and I'm gonna put this on my eyelid from lash line to brow, just because I want a nice, clean, bright eye. So I add just a little bit of foundation powder to it. And because I'm keeping it to 10 products, that's why we're using foundation powder and not eyeshadow. If you're asking yourself, what is she doing? That's exactly why. All right, so back to the Deep powder that we use for the contour. I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush and put this right in the crease. Keep your eye open so that you kind of just feel for that well in your eye. And it just adds a little something to your eye, warms your whole face up, connects everything. You don't have to worry about being matchy-matchy or picking a color. The color just kind of picks itself and you look very natural. My favorite thing to do is take a totally natural look like this, just neutral everything, and throw like big ass lashes on and a gorgeous lip. I really love it too, Vanessa. I've been using it all the time. It's just super effortless. I feel like I don't have to go back and forth and pick colors all the time, or is something clashing or looks too much. And I also just love that you can look timeless with this. Like you can put on a bold red lip, or you can put on a really heavy liner and like make your lashes pop. There's no rhyme or reason. I really wish I could find my magnetic lashes. I probably threw them out, honestly, because they were so frustrating to me because they never sat. Whoops. They never sat right on my eyelash. I have literally no idea where they are. Okay. I'm going to finish this look really quick with Speaks Volume mascara. My favorite mascara. I think I actually have to open a new one of these. Little trick, look down when you put your mascara on, and then you won't get mascara gunk up by your eyebrow. And I always do 2 coats. So that's how I roll. La, 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 la. All right, so this month, you can get all of this for 20% off. Hi, Melissa. You can get a free bonus thank you from me, free shipping, and a free preferred customer membership. So definitely, I'd love to be able to create this bundle for you. It's so versatile. You will not regret it. Hi, Beth. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Diet. I hope I said that right. All right, we're going back in with the second coat because I love mascara. It's a real problem. These are the things that I'm sad about not having a daughter to pass on to. Like, my sons will never appreciate the love of makeup. However, I hope that they appreciate someday when someone goes to get really dressed up and fancy to go out with them, because they've seen the effort that goes into this. Oh, I always feel better after mascara. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a little bit of this fair. You did say my name right. Yes, Queen. I love your name. It sounds French. Is it French? Okay, we're gonna go in with a little bit of this fair powder that I put on my eyes just to kind of brighten them up. And I'm gonna use this brush. Everybody always asks me where I got it. I literally got it as a freebie many, many moons ago that came with other makeup. You know how they give you like a little compact as a thank you from Sephora or whatever. This is probably 10 years old. And it's got this little mini kabuki brush. Like, this is how old this brush is. Ready? It's also broken. But I stick it together because I really like this little tiny kabuki brush. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a kabuki brush that is similar, and I'm going to tell you guys where to find it. As it's French, but I'm not. See, I'm like killing it today. Accurate AF. That's okay. I am a little bit French, and Megan is certainly not a French name. It's almost like, I think it's Irish. Super glue it. I will. I'm going to find an alternative though, because so many people ask me where to get it, and I feel bad saying that like I don't know where to get it. I have another one, please. Stuff in here. All right. So this is one that came in like a Clinique bag, like I'm saying, and it's like a kabuki brush, but it's tiny. So I'm going to find one. I'm not cool enough to link it yet, but I will put it on the page so you guys can find it if you want to. So it's just flat and dense, and I just put a little bit of powder on the end of it, and we're gonna go and just kind of stipple it on your under eye. This is gonna lift, brighten, make everything look nice and clean, especially if you're doing like a heavy eye look and you get a little bit of eyeshadow that kind of drops down on your tear well or on your cheekbone. Just kind of dust it off and then put your powder on. That's why I save this step for last. It just kind of cleans everything up. And I go right up on the side of my nose and tuck it in. All right. So Diet, I used to work at a candy store in college called Saratoga Sweets. And we had a girl that worked there, and she used to be a French teacher, and she stopped doing that so she could be home with her kids more. And we used to call her Babette. So whenever I see your name, it makes me think of Babette. All right, chin around the nose. Women are more hormonal and red around your nose and mouth just because, you know, nothing is fair. We also have to have nose redness. I'm gonna go right on my jawline just to kind of clean that up. If you have smile lines that you don't love, you can kind of just stamp that in there. And then I'm gonna go on my forehead and just brighten that up. Maybe you won't see the scab from doing Halloween decorating then. It's a love scab, Chase tells me. Nobody gets it right the first time. You made my day. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I could do that. All right, so we're gonna take a big fluffy powder brush. This one I can tell you where I got it. This is a Real Technique super powder brush. I never put anything on this because I don't know how you would actually control it because they're so large. But I just use this to blend everything together. Blend, blend, blend. Forehead. Nose. That way it won't be quite so obvious that we contoured ourselves into oblivion. All right, a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use the shade Blossom. I love this shade. It's gorgeous. Can you use powder on your skin? Aging has wrinkles. Absolutely. So the thing with wrinkles, fine lines, all of that kind of stuff, first of all, I wanna say that the Age Well skincare line is unbelievable for fine lines, aging, wrinkles, elasticity, firmness, brightness, all of that kind of stuff. Number one. Number two is using a lot of heavy cream products on skin that has wrinkles and fine lines. What that does is the more product that you have on, it's just going to settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. I notice myself when I put too much on, if I put foundation on and blend it up to my eye, and then I use concealer, and then I set it with a powder, and then I go over to brighten it, there's just way too much product on my under eye, and I start picking like my fine lines apart. So just a little bit of powder and well moisturized skin is exactly what you want to do. Your contour has changed my life. It makes such a huge difference. I swear by it. That's awesome, Melissa. I'm so happy to see that. I use Age Well. It's amazing. The Age Well is next level. Next level. All right, so with our blush, it's very well pigmented, like literally just touching it once gives you this much color. So I like to start towards the back of my cheek, like where my center of my eye is, and back, because before when you smile and you put it here, no, I just look like a clown. So I kind of just take and dot it from the center of my eyeball back. And I'm very sparing with it. You just want a little bit of pink. Just that's it. You don't need to look like, you're going to be starring in a Broadway show. Just a little bit. We're not all, Erica, what's her name? Erica Jane. Erica, oh my God, what's her last name? Girardi. Erica Girardi. And hey, if you're feeling wild, let's feel wild, shall we? Take a little bit of your blush, toss it in the crease of your eye. We're using 10 products. This isn't cheating. It's still just 10. And now we sort of have this like gorgeous sunset-y situation on our eye. And it's like a no-brainer. All right, let's go in and do a really easy lip. So again, we're not cheating. I'm going to take my medium brow pencil that I used, not that end, because that's a spoolie, and I'm just going to trace underneath my lip and on the top of my lip, just in the center, not going all the way to the corner at all. I'm literally barely touching it, and the whole reason I want to do this is I want to create a shadow. The shadow gives the illusion that your lip is creating a shadow on your face, which means that it's got more projection. Projection means larger. So we're just going to do it on the top. And I round out my Cupid's bow instead of going in the dips. It makes it look a little bit too mottled, so we're not going to do that. So we're just going to round it out. And again, you can see it sort of looks like my lips are a little bit swollen or they have more projection to them. And now we're gonna go in with the Lip Salve. This stuff is literally the best ever. And you're not gonna notice, even though this is a medium brown, you're not going to notice. It's not gonna like come out at you like, I see what she did there. We're ahead of the game. Don't even worry about it. All right, so last but not least, I'm gonna go back and set my face with the Let It Set Refreshing Spray. Even though it's not hot and humid anymore, your skin is still adjusting to climates, you know, warm in the house, cold outside. You are gonna sweat. Your makeup is going to be affected if you don't set it properly. I love this stuff. It makes my powder look really glowy and dewy and not like it's just stuck and powdery to my face. You guys, this makeup is so good. And it looks like you when you're done. It doesn't look like, you know, the artist formerly known as Megan type of thing. Also, the hair care products have changed my hair. The mask, and I've been putting the daily leave-in treatment in every time I wash it. I've been using the shampoo, and then this is what I've been putting in between hair wash days is the Anti-Frizz Dry Oil just on the ends, because my ends get kind of crispy because I'm still growing out like a bad blonding job. You look beautiful. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, you're always so welcome. Thank you for coming. So I've been using this on the ends of my hair, and it's literally been such a game changer. I've noticed my hair just like has more life to it. It's more shiny. It's easier to manage. It's not breaking off. Obviously getting regular trims. I've been going like every 8 to 10 weeks has been really helpful too, but I've been growing this out since mid-January and it's still short, but at least we're moving back towards healthy hair now. All right, I will go take a picture in that window and I will list the 10 products that I used today in the comments. Literally, you guys, this is the best, the best, the best. This offer this month is amazing. If you want to earn free products, that could be skincare, makeup, hair care, body products, nutrition, all of the things, just shoot me over a message and let me know that you're interested in that. We can host a little virtual party for you and your friends. Your friends get free gifts, you get free Arbonne cash. It's a really fun, easy 15-minute type situation. Or if you just want to grab some stuff for yourself, you can too. All right, guys, I am off to, I'm going to butcher it. No matter how I say it, it's wrong. I'm off to Aldi. And I always say Aldi and people correct me. So I'm off to Aldi now to get pumpkins with the kids because they're on sale for $2.99 this week. What? All right, I love you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. Have a great night.